Good morning to everyone in the Pacific Zone, and hello. Welcome to the Visionary Leaders Collective podcast. My name is Ariana Harley, and I am thrilled to be your host and one of the visionary founders. Please join us every Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific time for an enlightening conversations that delve deep into wellness and harness the transformative power of doTERRA essential oils. In case you've missed any of our episodes, you can catch up on YouTube, Apple Podcast, or Spotify, and you can stay connected with us at www.hellovisionary.life. And that's just spelled normally. And don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter for text reminders. And if you feel inclined, please leave us a review. We really appreciate reviews, and they help share this information and improve our visibility. So we are so grateful when you leave us reviews. Today, Dr. Josie Schmidt, our beloved doctor who always shares so much amazing science and wisdom with us, is going to talk about Suncare skin tips for summer. And during this informative session, we'll explore essential skincare practices. We're going to discuss skincare protection and learn how to keep our skin radiant all summer long. Whether you're a skincare enthusiast or looking to enhance your summer routine, this call is for you. And we are going to chime in with lots of wisdom. So Josie, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you, Ariana. Hello, everybody. Let's see. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, here we are. Look at this beautiful summer skincare slide that our Aisha Harley has made up. So we wanted to just review basically a lot of the different offerings that are available with doTERRA for skincare, and particularly in the summer. So here is a review about some of the basics of staying safe in the sun. You know, as much as you can put on different SPFs and lotions, there's nothing that replaces just actually wearing a hat and some protective clothing. And now we know they're making, you know, types of things for even swimming, where you can those times to, you know, not necessarily be super outdoors in the sun 10 to 4, and using a SPF at 30 and reapplying often. So those are some basic things. And then we wanted to go over some of the indications for 3 factors for using the doTERRA sun collection. So it was, gosh, I don't know. 2 years ago, I believe the Sun collection came out with doTERRA. I lose track of time. And these are really, really wonderful products. We're going to go into some detail, and I forget about all the ingredients and how great they are, actually. So I really appreciate going over them. So number one, the products need to be good for all skin types. So these formulas with doTERRA are nourishing, they're antioxidant rich, and they're hydrating. They have a minimal white cast because, you know, we are using the zinc oxide. So they accommodate all skin tones. doTERRA's made sure that these sun skincare line is environmentally conscious. All the formulas are vegan friendly and cruelty free. That's huge right there. Plus, they are reef safe. This is a big deal. So we're going to talk and then about what makes it reef safe. And so that is when I was just in Hawaii, and you see how incredibly important this is to not wear as much sunscreen when you're in the ocean and be wearing protective clothing, and B, if you do have some on, please be sure that it's reef safe and chemical free. So these products from doTERRA are clean, they are green formulas, and then they, on top of being mineral powdered by non-nano zinc oxide, every doTERRA sun product is free from a number of harsh synthetic ingredients, including oxybenzone, parabens, phthalates, and more. So I think we have this also in the next slide. What does it mean to be reef safe? Terms like reef safe and reef friendly mean that sunscreen does not contain oxybenzone or octinoxate. Studies show that these UV blocking chemicals can cause coral bleaching. When the coral bleaches, it's still alive, but under severe stress, which leads it susceptible to disease and death. And this is just rampant everywhere when you're out in the ocean and seeing the difference even from 5-10 years ago in terms of the coral. Let's see. Uh-oh. Is that letting me? There we go. Ooh, great. So let's go over again. Here's the overview of doTERRA's Sunscare collection. They came out with amazing products, and it's actually there's one more that's not in these that came out later. So there's actually 5 products, and all of them well, the face one that came out later is actually, I believe it's a 28 SPF, but the rest of these are 30 SPF, broad spectrum protection, water resistant, naturally soothing, lightweight, moisturizing, and reef safe. So they, all of the products, all 5 of them in this line have none of these: benzene, oxybenzone, parabens, phthalates, dyes, and nanoparticles. You know, the non-nano is one of the aspects that makes it reef safe. So if you were working with a mineral product that it says that it has the sunscreen and it's mineral, make sure that it's non-nano, because if it's nano, that actually gets in and is really harmful for the reef. Look at this. For you, I will read it out, but I love how they call them superhero ingredients about what is in these. Oops, sorry about this, everyone. I'm going a little crazy. I was trying to move my thing around. In these products: frankincense essential oil, helichrysum essential oil. There is carrot seed oil. They have ingredients like bisabolol, turmeric extract, aloe vera, arnica, Montana flower, which is what we lovingly know homeopathically with arnica, and other nourishing ingredients like vitamin E, raspberry seed oil, avocado oil, jojoba esters, shea butter, cocoa butter, some more aloe vera, and red algae extract. That is incredible. I mean, these are beautiful ingredients and beautiful products. So when we look at what is here, there is a mineral sunscreen spray. I really used this when I was in Hawaii. It's so easy for spraying on and just rubbing it in a little bit that it's a little bit of white and then it rubs right in. And it does not look white on you, which is great. It's an SPF of 30, and it provides UVA and UVB broad spectrum, 80 minutes in the water. And I love how it's packaged in this aluminum non-aerosol spray. It squirts, and the 60-degree allows you to do it upside down, so you can like easily just be squirting your legs and your back and all those places on your body. And then they call it the sun and face. You can use it on the face, but it's for the body mostly. I use it actually mostly for my body. I work with the other face ones. So there's frankincense, helichrysum, and carrot seed in this one, and all the other things that we talked about from the other one. So that's a nice spread on lotion. And my favorite, so you'll see there's 2 face sunscreens that doTERRA has come out with. They first came out with this sunscreen stick, and then they came out with one that's a little fancier for kind of like when you're wearing makeup and during the day and all that, I think. And but personally, my skin is, I don't know, I'm kind of like Irish descent. My skin comes with that, and it's that pinkish. I always go pink. I don't go brown. And it's very sensitive, my skin. It really is sensitive. And what I love is this face and body stick. I use it for my face and just put it around and on top of, and I wear it all the time, the whole time I was in Hawaii. It's an SPF of 40. It does that UVA and UVB. But what I love is it has the shea and cocoa butters. It's quite emollient and nourishing and thick. And it's a sunscreen that I don't feel like it, if I'm being lazy and I don't want, I know you should wash your face before you go to bed, but some of us sporty girls and stuff who are a little more on the, like, I don't know, lazy side, don't do that. And and this is like a sunscreen that I can wear all during the day and then not even care and just go to bed, actually, which says a lot about it. The other sunscreen, I have to wash my face and take it off. Um, so the After Sun Restorative Body Mist, this is a juicy product. It feels, if you've gotten some sun and your skin is pinkish or whatever, you've been out and you've been doing some things, this feels so amazing. But it's not, you don't even have to, get sun, actually. It's a wonderful alternative, nourishing lotion and body spray to have because look at what it's packed with. It has frankincense and helichrysum essential oils, as well as copaiba, lavender, blue tansy, and peppermint. That's like one of Dr. Josie's like after sun formulas. I mean, that's incredible. It also has aloe vera in it, which is always going to make your skin feel amazing. And it's just in a spray. So a lot of us love this all year round, not just in the sun times. Does anyone have, before I move on, have anything they would like to say or add?
I would. It's Dr. Mika. I can't see you, but I just see the screen and Dr. Josie. But you know what's so great about the sun protection from doTERRA is, because I'm living with my parents and they're 90, so elders have really thin skin. They're like, it's like baby. Their skin turns back. I just think about my parents as like newborns. So their skin is very thin and sensitive. And my dad, who's still running around doing things outside, he loves the spray sunscreen. It works for him. And so I want to say it works for elders. You don't have to worry about that. And it's the spray. I usually have him have, he only has his own spray bottle. And it's easy, right? He just sprays it. And it's not, you don't have to press very hard. On that bottle. So I love it for that reason for them.
And remember, it's spritzing, but it's non-aerosol. So we love that.
Yeah.
And Dr. Josie, this is Aisha.
Yeah.
I apologize, I'm not on camera today because I'm not feeling so great, but I want to give a shout out to the Face and Body Stick. It has a really nice feel and it's very luminous when you put it on your face, and it's also very moisturizing. It's really easy to keep in your purse. And even if you live in a cloudy area, like, oftentimes in the winter in Portland, it really has been stressed that you should still use sunscreen every day. And so just putting some of this on your skin as part of your face care routine is really advisable. And I really do love this product. And I'm typically not a fan of sunscreen products, actually. And this whole line is fantastic. And I also especially like the After Sun Care. You can even use that as just a nourishing like body spray, even if it's not around the sun.
Yes, I agree. I love the stick. Its base is shea butter and cocoa butter. And what nicer for the skin. Yeah.
This is Ariana, and I want to also add a little info about the After Sun body mist. And so there's some people who have had some skin rashes that are itchy and uncomfortable, and they pop up frequently. And I have heard reports that the after sun body mist has worked wonders for that. So there is a sweetheart who came over the other night with eczema, and I sprayed some of that on, and it's really nice because you don't have to touch it, and it's it can just help. It has that lavender in it. And I also want to speak to this where I was out in a flower field and I forgot my sunscreen. I didn't realize it was going to be so sunny and I got really burnt. And I came home and used the restorative body mist, and I also added some extra lavender oil on top of that. And it is phenomenal if you do forget your sunscreen and get burnt. It's really important to tend to your skin, and not only for pain, but for skin health. So if you're like me and sometimes you forget your sunscreen or didn't expect it to be so sunny, definitely take care of your skin afterwards too. That's it.
Nice. Yes. And then there's always the DIY, right? So those are the ones for grabbing and having available, but we, for many years, we're all doing DIY. So here's a recipe of making your own natural sunscreen. And I'm sure it'll go out in the newsletter, but you can take a screenshot. There's a base of ingredients, which would be the shea butter, coconut oil, carrot seed oil, are the oils and the that base, and then putting zinc oxide in and drops of the Hawaiian sandalwood. Sandalwood is one of the essential oils that is known to have the most sun protection. And so there's just the directions here of melting it, melting down the bases, and then adding in the zinc oxide, and you put in the sandalwood at the end, and then you just store it in the fridge. It's pretty easy. So there is always that option as well. And I know there are probably other formulas people have made that are fantastic. You know, that the oils I love in after skin care were always the base of frankincense, helichrysum, lavender, and sandalwood. And then probably I'd add copaiba in at this point. And I would and maybe yarrow palm, you know, those have saved my bum in the past before we had things like that restorative mist, and adding those on. All right. So this is fun to highlight a June special from corporate. Doterra is this Sun Travel Essentials little kit. And so I haven't done my order yet. I definitely want to order this. So look at this. It's a cute, really cute little bag, and you're getting the body stick. And is that a smaller version? I think that's a smaller version of the restorative body mist. Let's look. 3.4 ounces. What's here? Hold on, everyone. I have the regular. Yeah. So the regular one is 6 ounces. Oh, I want that. So that's 3.4. You can travel with that. On the airplane. There you go. And a sun mineral sunscreen lip balm. So doTERRA's got these little lip balms and these sticks down. They're really good at them. So I'm just gonna assume that this is really good, this sunscreen lip balm. So I definitely want this. I would recommend this to everybody. All right.
And I'm going to keep, this is Ariana, I'm going to keep one of those in my car so that when I go to the
Yeah.
flower field, I
Right.
have, you know, like, it's still spring here, you know, it hasn't been super sunny. So like, what a great idea to have one in your car just in case you forgot your sunscreen.
Totally.
Hi, Josie. Dr. Josie, is this Dr. Mika?
Yeah, you're gonna keep that in your backpack?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna keep that in my backpack. One of the things I wanted to say is all those oils that you mentioned that are in the sunscreen, all the
Yeah.
sunscreen products, they're cellular protective, if you know what
Yes.
I mean. Cellular protective.
all the way through,
all
inside
the
and
way
out, the whole cell,
through.
the DNA repairing
Yes.
any damages,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of cellular repair.
Yeah.
Yep. Because basically when you're in the sun, we're just it's like zapping our poor cells, right? And causing them to go, ah! You know, they need a lot of help afterwards. It's, you know, there's good things that happen in the sun. Like you do want to get some sun without sunscreen. It's just that our sun is becoming so intense these days. But the reason you want to get sun is that's how we actually make our own natural vitamin D. And it happens in our skin. It's in a reaction between our skin and our kidneys. And you do want to have time during the day that you're absorbing in some natural sun, but you want to do it not in those intense sun times and, you know, safely and necessary. You don't necessarily need to do it on your face. Let's see. So I love this slide. This slide is going over, we basically have four different skin, besides the sunscreen system, it's really five, that would be number five, but four skincare systems. There's the Yarrow Palm collection, the Essential Skincare Kit, then there's the Virage Skincare Collection, and there's the HD Facial Kit. Which one is best for you, right? It can get confusing if you're coming in and you're like, wow, that's a lot. So I'm going to do a little breakdown for you, and then we can all tell some of our little tips. So the Yarrow, I'm going to go not in this order, actually, right? I'm going to start with essential skincare. This is one of the classic system that Doterra launched with. And this kit combines, I like this, the best of what science and nature have to offer to fight back against aging. A lot of these, like the moisturizer within the Essential Skincare line is called the Anti-Aging Moisturizer. It is, in fact, my favorite. We have our favorites in our slides next. It's my favorite moisturizer out of all the moisturizers doTERRA makes. This line is fantastic for anti-aging. It has a little more ingredients in it that are specific towards that with science, but it's still incredibly natural and clean. If you're going to compare that, a few years, probably 5 years later, doTERRA then came out with the Virage Skincare Collection. And this skincare collection was in response to some people wanting an even more natural, like less ingredients that are heavy hitting anti-aging, but still great for us, i.e. this, they basically say this collection you can eat. So this, the Virage, the moisturizer, you can just eat it. Yeah. It's that natural in the ingredients. So this brings together, it has a lot of essential oils, emollients, plant extracts to nourish, hydrate, and promote youthful looking skin. I love this one as well. So you'll see in my favorites, it's my favorite cleanser. I use the Virage cleanser. I also hoard the Virage serum. And when I make some of my special Dr. Josie serums for my face and stuff, when I'm kind of messing around and having a fun time, I will use that Virage serum as the base or half of the base a lot of the time. Absolutely love it. The Yarrow Palm collection. So this then came out even next, and this combines the benefits of yarrow essential oil and pomegranate seed oils for the benefit of your skin to give it a youthful glow. So there is an actual yarrow palm capsule that is sold for, you know, this collection and our skin, but it's very powerful. It is actually suggested for, you know, deeper autoimmune skin conditions and like psoriasis, which is very hard to work with, and eczema. So this is, and I know, and Dr. Mika can talk about it as well. It extends beyond the skin. Now, these two ones, there's the bigger one, which is the body serum, and then the little one, which is literally, it's just the pomegranate seed oil and yarrow essential oil. I love both of these. These are, my partner has eczema, and that's a big deal for him. And he gets very uncomfortable if I don't have at least two of these Yarrow Palm, the big one, the body serums, in storage in my inventory. He's like, "You're getting low," because he does not want us to run out. He uses it every single night on his legs. The actual smaller, the Yarrow Palm. How do we distinguish these two? The little one, the dark blue. Y'all, this is an essential thing to have in your repertoire. Dr. Mika and I use it in our neurological blend. We use it in our cellular blend. We use it in everything internal and then on the face. When you're up against any kind of harsh winter and your skin is really dry, or if you're in really dry climates, this is an absolute must. It's one of the most nourishing things I have ever found for our skin. My favorite go-to when I haven't made up a DIY special yummy yum Dr. Josie serum for my face is I always use Immortelle blend and then the Yarrow Palm together as my serum layer on my face. And then HD Clear. Do not forget this line. This set promotes a clearer complexion and reduces breakouts and moisturizes as well. So this is really the line that was made for acne and for any kinds of sensitive skin with acne. There's a great cleanser. I love that cleanser. And then the cream, athlete's foot, if you have anything like that going on, any fungal situation, athlete's foot, that HD Clear roller is amazing. That is definitely the daily thing you want to be rolling onto your feet before you put your socks on. It is in a base of black cumin seed oil, which is so antimicrobial, antifungal, anti-everything, and it's a wonderful, wonderful base. It's a great formula. Does anyone have any little addition tips? I know.
I do.
Yeah.
Dr. Mika here. So with the Yarrow Palm, the small bottle where it's just pure Yarrow Palm, we just did a to Z call on that. I think pretty recently, or I was
Yes.
educating some group on it. And you guys, so I have my MetaPower right by I have a MetaPower table, and what I go to in the morning, and I do my little MetaPower. But the first thing I do is I'll take that Yarrow Palm and put a drop on the tip of my tongue, because it's so neurologically supportive and cardiovascularly supportive that I just have it right next to my MetaPower, because I know I do my MetaPower in the morning. And it also helps with the physical, neurological, and cardiovascular, the heart system, but also I've been going through so many shifts, heart shifts and emotional shifts. And I want to remind you that Yarrow Palm on the tip of the tongue is great for transforming all, your heartaches, your entanglements, your tethered energetic heart that you need to liberate. So I use Yarrow Palm, one drop on the tip of the tongue, and the tip of the tongue is representative of the heart in Chinese medicine. So that's why I do that first thing in the morning. Just try it. Try it for like a month.
That's an amazing pearl. Thank you, Dr. Mika. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that okay? Is that all? Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Oh, look, there's me. So here, I've already told you, sneak peek, some of my favorites, but I wanted to do the list of, out of all that, it can get confusing. You don't have to buy a whole set. It's a nice way to get to know the different sets. And then you start to pick and choose your favorites. So that's what I do. I kind of pick and choose different favorites out of the different systems. Personally, for me, I love the Virage Daily Facial Cleanser. It is so light and lovely, and the essential oil combination in that is so beautiful and energetic. It cleans physically, but it very gently, but just really everything, all of my energy. Whenever I use it, I just feel like I've had a whole cleansing on every body and every level. Definitely, we didn't have a picture of that. Do not forget Reveal. I think it gets lost in the mix. Aisha has this on hers too. Where are my Reveal boxes? Oh, I can't reach them. It's the two system where there's a 1 and a 2, and it's an enzyme base and a scrub. So it's the way to really get a good scrub on your face, because if you're using a gentle cleanser, you're not really getting that good workout. So you get the scrub and then these enzymes. And I do it right after I shampoo my hair. And then what I do a longer, about 3 minutes with the conditioner and shaving and all the other stuff. And so that's right when, before I even put the conditioner on, that's when I put my Reveal on. And then I know that I have at least a good 2 to 3 minutes, sometimes longer if I'm being like having a good time, where it's on my face. And so that's definitely, I think, one of the easier ways to get it in, at least, however many, 2 to 3 times a week. Rose Duet toner. I love all the toners. I actually just rotate between them, but once that Rose Duet came out, I mean, come on, it was hard not to like stay with. So that's been my favorite recently. And then I use my serum layer. So that's the Immortelle and Yarrow Palm oil together. I will roll the roller bottle of the Immortelle on my fingers, and then I do about 3 drops of the Yarrow Palm. I rub them together, and then I rub it on my face. I really am liking the brightening gel from the anti-aging series as well. What I love about that is it has nano vitamin C. And so it has, or micronized vitamin C. So, in a really nice amount of it. And that together, if you also are using any rose essential oil, really incredible for hydrating the face and helping to kind of get things to absorb in to your face that you're putting on. Then my favorite of all the moisturizers is the anti-aging moisturizer from that line, using the Sunstick for sunscreen. And I love that Rose Duet serum at night. And I'll tell you my secret tip. If you have Rose actual essential oil, I put in about 5 to 8 drops when I get it, of the rose essential oil. And I love the Indian sandalwood. And so I put a same amount. I put about 8 drops of Indian sandalwood in mine. I mean, it's just out of this world. You put it on and it's just so much yumminess. So that's my little special skincare favorites. We'll go over Aisha's, or Aisha, you can talk through yours, and then I'd love to hear Dr. Mika's and Ariana's, their favorites as well.
Yes, thank you, Josie. Josie and I wanted to add our skincare routines just to show you how both of us mix and match the different products based on your individual skincare needs, because I really do love all of the lines, and there's so many diverse choices. So I tend to have breakout prone skin even post-menopause. It's gotten better, but it still is happening. So that's been one of my challenges in life. And I really love the HD Clear Facial Cleanser. I do sometimes use that with the Virage, like I'll intermix them, but that seems to be my default. So if you do have any acne issues or challenges with that, the HD Clear Facial Cleanser is great. And that is fantastic for teenagers as well. So if you have teenagers with really problem skin, I would highly recommend that. The Reveal is fantastic. Doing that exfoliation and really getting that cellular turnover in your skin is really important. And I have used a lot of very high-end, very expensive scrubs on my face, and hands down, the Reveal is my favorite. So if you've not tried that product, it's a really great thing to work into your routine. And exactly, you just put it on in the shower, put the enzyme over it, and then I just leave it on my skin while I'm washing my hair and doing the other things. The Rose Duet is amazing. And I sometimes will intermix that with the Virage toner. Toners are really important because they help balance the pH in your skin. And so after you cleanse, after you do your scrub, it is very important to do a toner. And then I am a big fan of the Immortelle oil. And I also like the Immortelle serum from the Virage line. As Josie may have mentioned, the Virage line is it's totally natural. It's plant-based and mineral-based. So there are no preservatives in that system. If you want a 100% like pure skincare line, the Virage line is the line you want to check out. I also really love the tightening serum. And then again, like I said earlier, the sun stick is great for your daily sun protection. You can literally use it as a highlighter too. Like you can put it on your cheeks, your forehead, your nose, and it just gives you this beautiful luminous glow. And then at night, I really love to use the hydrating cream and then also the rose serum. And then of course, I do the same, the cleansing, the toning, and then do the nighttime routine. So yeah, hopefully that helps you, give you some ideas of how to bring those products in and how to pull the products from the different lines. So yeah, we would love to hear what you do as well. You can drop it in the chat or come online and share, or if you have any other skin tips. Also, if you do get breakouts, I didn't put this on here, but we have the HD Clear Oil, which is really good for spot treatments. And another spot treatment that I really like, you have to be really careful with it though, is a tiny drop of clove. If you put a little tiny drop of clove oil on a blemish, it will just burn it right off. But you have to be careful not to put too much because you'll get a big dry spot. But if you do struggle with acne, that is really helpful. And one other tip I want to give, if you do struggle with acne, I wish I would have realized this when I was younger because I really struggled with acne throughout most of my life, is to do a really good gut cleanse. I would find that if my skin starts to break out, I would then do a couple weeks of the GX Assist and or really address my gut health and then do the probiotics. So if you struggle with acne or you have a teenager that's struggling with acne, I highly recommend not just addressing it topically, but also addressing it internally is really key.
All right. That's great. Anyone else? Any Dr. Mika or Ariana have
Sure.
your own
Dr.
tips?
Mika here. I wish I could see everybody or first of all, these new photos of Aisha and Dr. Josie are beautiful. They're beautiful. So this is so the Virage cleanser, that's something we do not run out of because we have one in the shower. We have a couple on the sink. And the reason being is, so I come from the point of view of energetic clearing. So when I looked at the ingredients of actually, I didn't look at the ingredients, first of all, because it was such a long time ago. I was just, I got the Virage cleanser, and hi. I liked it in the shower. Like I felt like I was clearing, you know how energetically, if you feel like there's congestion in your field, I don't know if you know what that feels like, but anyway, so the Virage cleanser would help I put it on my face and I could feel it clearing my other fields. So I automatically decided to keep that in my shower. And so, because I was doing a whole other routine, energetic clearing routine in my shower with Epsom salts, which can be really drying. So if you're an empath and you can feel that energetic congestion, get the Virage, get a couple of bottles of the Virage, put one in your shower, and then I put on my face, and then I put on my body, and it's usually just 3 squirts. So it goes a long way. It's not like you're using the whole tube in the shower, just 3 squirts, rub your face and your body. And then I just let the water just and the heat mist my body. And it's also all those ingredients are cellular protective as well. So you're getting multiple healing, body, mind, and spirit with the Virage cleanser. I mean, I have so much more, but that's my tip for today.
And let's not forget the aromatherapy. So there are so many of these products where when we're having those essential oils in the products, we're still smelling them and getting
Yes.
that emotional support as well. I would like to give a little plug for the hydrating cream. If you have, I have really dry skin. And so that smells so amazing. I always sit and smell it before I put it on my
Yeah.
face. And then I put it on my face at night. And then in the winter, if I'm in like a lot of heat, like what do you call it? Just like the heater's on, and I always run cold, so I have the heater on. I love that hydrating cream in the morning sometimes too, if it's an extra dry time. And I use all of these products as well, but I just wanted to give a little plug for people who have dry skin like me, that can be extra nourishing.
That's true. I love the hydrating cream in the winter. Mhm. Well, what a great call. Thank you, everybody. I think that's we just wanted to do a review of some of the lines and the products and get people ready to really take care of themselves for summer. A little birdie has said that maybe since I don't think we're getting it if we don't get it this month, then I think we are getting next month the delayed release of the Rose Duet, which is a hydrosol of rose that has a toner, spritzer, and then a serum, moringa seed oil with rose in it that I was talking about. And so I think it's probably the most popular limited time
favorite.
offer product Doterra's ever come out with.
So good.
Yeah. So, we think that's probably going to be July, if it's not the end of this month. So there you go.
Yeah,
Get ready
and I
for
would
that
encourage
as well.
everyone to also just have frankincense and a bottle of lavender.
Hmm.
And I apply those neat. So if you do get sunburns, and like I was saying, like on my shoulder, there was this one patch that was in particularly like really hurting. And so if that happens to you, or if you get any kind of burn, lavender and frankincense are absolutely phenomenal. This
Yep.
is kind of essential oils 101, but just in case you don't know, the lavender is the best thing the doTERRA lavender is the best thing I have ever experienced for a burn. So
Yes.
sunburn or just a burn. So have that in your summer care kit. I keep it in my car. It's also lavender's an antihistamine. So you can just as a reminder, add those oils neat to your face, to your body as well.
Oh, I have a story. Want to have a little story?
Yeah.
Well, Josie, it's about you. So it's when we were in Hawaii.
Oh,
So it was
yeah.
when I was first being introduced to the Terra essential oils. And Josie we were in Hawaii. A group of us were in Hawaii, and she was snorkeling for longer than she should have. So literally, when you said these sunscreens and these oils have saved my bum, literally, I started laughing because she was like a lobster in the back.
Terrible.
And I'm like, okay.
Because when you snorkel, you're looking down.
And your back.
I just forgot. I didn't wear anything on except my bikini.
Yeah. It was a long time ago. It was years ago. It was like 12 years ago, probably. I don't know. Anyway, come a long way. And so she came back and she literally looked like lobsters. And I was like, okay, well, she was like, please put lavender onto my bag. And I was like, okay, let's just see how this works, because she looks like she's going to blister. So I just slathered the lavender on her entire back side. And the next day, do you remember? It was like, it was so less, it didn't blister. I don't even think you peeled later on.
No, I
And
never blistered and peeled. I think we did it from like 4 o'clock in the afternoon to the next morning. I think we did like 3 applications.
probably, yeah.
And I think it was at least frankincense and lavender.
Yeah.
And yeah. And I was, so hot that night. I felt terrible. But by the next morning, I was like light pink.
Yeah. Did not
Yeah.
even look like she burned.
And
Yeah,
it's
like
super important. Sorry to interrupt you, Mika, but that point of 3 like you
Mhm.
should do it often. So if you have a
Mhm.
burn and the pain starts coming back, put more on.
Yeah.
And you can even do that like every hour, depending on the severity of the burn. But you want to do, we always say small, frequent, daily doses. So keep applying if
Yes. But right. If I hadn't have had those, it would have
Mm,
blistered and peeled and ruined
mhm.
my entire vacation and my skin.
yeah, and I got a burn on it's just on my mind because it just happened to me on the top of my head
Mm.
from being in the sun. And so I just applied the oils, put lavender right on the top of my head, and it just was so soothing and it helped so much. And then I also used the root to tip serum on the top of my head, and
Mm,
that healed my head up too. So I was in a lot of
mhm,
pain. I got that reminder of the sunburn pain, and it's not fun.
mhm.
Wow. Yeah, the sun is just so much hotter.
Mhm.
Mm,
Or
mhm.
just there's less protection between us and the sun.
Well, and especially like I went up to the mountains, so it was cold. You know how it sometimes you go to places where it can trick you because it can be cold and kind of cloudy at first, and then all of a sudden sun comes out and it blasts you. So sometimes, you're not thinking, especially like, also a reminder like skiers. I know we're not in ski season, at least here in
Ah,
this hemisphere, but bring these on your ski trips too, because that sun can really reflect off the snow and get you.
Yeah.
Thank
thank
Well,
you.
you.
thank you, everybody. Aisha, do you have the list of what we have coming up in June?
Yes, I was gonna give that a review because we have a lot of great content as usual. Next week, we have the Oils A to Z panel. We love our Oils A to Z crew, and they will be doing a deep dive into citronella, which is a perfect oil to talk about this spring. Then the week after that, it's actually a very long-term friend of mine. She's a friend of mine from high school, and she runs a pet store in Hood River, and she's going to talk about how to keep your pet safe in the summer, and we are going to address dog and cat nutrition, as well as flea and tick care and some other tips. So I'm really excited about that call. And then if any of you are on TikTok, you might notice there is a big rage right now about using frankincense and castor oil. So we want to do a little bit of a deep dive into this because this is being promoted by another company. And what's really important, I know all of you know this, but pretty much most all frankincense on the market is totally adulterated, minus Doterra. So there's a lot of other companies trying to make claims that they have the best and cheaper essential oils. And this is really not the case. There's really no other company that can match doTERRA as far as our purity and our potency. And so there's a lot of false information that is spreading across the internet. So we want to talk a little bit more about that. Erin Fugate is going to join us for that call, as well as Contessa Beth. Dr. Josie is going to be talking to us about castor oil. So we'll be talking about the benefits of frankincense and castor oil. Contessa Beth is also going to give us some youthful face exercises. So that should be a really wonderful call. And if you know anybody that is jumping on that trend, definitely invite them to our call for that. I do want to give you all a reminder that if you are in Portland, This Saturday, we are doing our business reboot training with Jake Reese from corporate. And he is making a special trip out here just to be with us. And we have one of the Diamond account reps joining us as well. We do have a couple spots left in the training. So if you are in the Portland area and you want to join us, please reach out to me directly and I will send you the link to register. It's going to be a super valuable day. So if you are interested in rebooting your business, reconnecting with the community, we would absolutely love to have you. Thank you all for holding down the fort today. Again, I am not feeling so great, so I'm just kind of in the background today. So I appreciate all the community support and have a great day, and we'll look forward to seeing you all next week.
Thank you, Dr.
Bye.
Josie.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.